Hello everyone. We often get calls from people who are here on their student visa and they want to obtain a green card, or people who are planning on coming to the United States as a student visa holder and they wonder how long before they can get a green card. Today I talk about that and answer these questions and more. My name is Raluca Hanea. As an attorney, I provide immigration, estate planning, and family law services for my clients. My marketing and office manager, Nina Clear, is here with me. And we really appreciate all your likes, shares, and comments as they help others to see our videos.
So you have done a video before on student visas, but can you remind us what they are?
Sure. A student visa is a non-immigrant visa that gives a person permission to be in the United States while they are part of a learning program.
So can you get a visa to attend any school?
Well, you may be able to, but the school needs to have been approved before you can get your visa.
So that is one question you often get. Someone's applied to a school here and they get accepted. So they're like, yay, I'm coming to the United States. And now they're like, oh, I need a student visa to go. But that isn't how it works, right?
No, the school must be a student and exchange visitor program approved school before you apply to be accepted. So check that school before you apply.
Okay, and if you are accepted to a school that belongs to that group, do you automatically get a visa?
No, you must pay the Student Exchange Visitor Information System fee, short service. Then you file your visa application and then be approved for the visa, and then you must pay another visa fee as well.
Okay, so presuming you got a student visa, so you did all of that, you signed up with SEVIS and paid their fee and then paid you can't just apply for a green card when you're here under a student visa, can you?
No, you must qualify for a green card, and but you can do this several ways.
Okay, what is the first way?
Well, probably the one I get the most calls about is obtaining a green card through marriage.
So while you're here as a student, you can get married to someone who's here legally and then get a green card.
Yes, if you marry a U.S. citizen or green card holder, you may apply for a green card while here on an F1, which is the student visa, a J1, which is an exchange visitor visa, or an M1, a vocational visa. But to make it easier, in this video we only talk about the student visa F1, not about all three. There are different restrictions in changing your status for each of them. So I would consult with an immigration attorney if you want to do that.
And I know sometimes a person has to return to their country to apply for a green card. Do you need to do that if you've been here on a student visa and then gotten married?
It depends. If you marry a U.S. citizen, you will not. That is because visa numbers are available for immediately for spouses of U.S. citizens. However, if your spouse is a green card holder, you may have to return to your country.
And how is that determined?
Again, it depends. And it depends on when your student visa expires and also your visa number, when the visa number becomes available after your I-130 application has been approved.
And what does that mean?
Well, once there is an available visa number, a green card holding spouse can apply for a green card for their spouse. After the I-485 application is submitted, you do not need to leave United States. And as I said in another video, you should not if you don't have an advance parole while your application is pending. So if your student visa expires after a visa number becomes available and you file for your I-485, you have a legal status to do so. You do not need to leave the United States. If there is no visa number available and your student visa expires, you will need to leave the United States until a visa number is available.
Okay, and what would happen if your student visa expired before there was a visa number available and you decided you didn't want to leave the United States and so you just stayed here?
Well, you would be here without a legal status, and that will impact your ability to get a green card. So I would not recommend doing that.
Okay, so you can get a green card by marriage to a U.S. citizen or a green card holder. What else? What other ways could you get a green card?
The second situation I'm asked about most frequently is having an employer sponsor you.
And how does that work?
An employer has to show that they cannot hire an American for the job and other criteria, and then they can sponsor you.
Okay, and are there other ways to change your status besides through a job or marriage?
Yes, they are not as common, but they are possible. One is the diversity lottery, if your country participates in that. And I recommend applying for this sooner rather than later, as the Trump administration has said they want to do away with this program. You may also be able to apply for asylum, but there are certain rules and timelines you must follow when doing so, and this is not available for everyone. There is also military service with the United States that may help you qualify, but this also has changed during this administration as well.
Okay, any other ways?
This is still an employer sponsor, but you can have a relative who is an employer. Part of them being able to do this is that you must prove that they are doing this as a business, not because they are your relative. Finally, you could have a parent or a child who is a U.S. citizen and can sponsor you. With all of this, it is important to know that you will need to prove that you didn't willfully misrepresent yourself when you entered the United States.
And what does that mean?
Well, anyone entering the United States is usually asked, what are your plans? What do you plan to do here? If you enter the United States on a student visa, you probably answered to get an education. If you were really entering with the intention to get a green card and become a citizen, that might be considered a willful misrepresentation and your application could be denied.
Okay, any other tips?
Changing from a non-immigrant visa to an immigrant visa can be tricky. I always recommend you talk to an immigration attorney in these circumstances so you don't do anything that could negatively impact your ability to obtain the status you seek. That being said, thank you for everyone for watching, as well as for your likes, shares, and comments. We are always here to help. See you soon.